Hi guys, this is Jill Richmond. The resource I chose this week is called Splat. Steve Wyborny made these lesson plans and PowerPoints for number sense strategies. This resource applies to Nebraska Standard 3.1.3, where students will compute fluently and accurately using appropriate strategies and tools. My targeted topic area is number sense for third grade. Splat could be used as whole group instruction, small group, or even individually if needed. I chose Splat differentiation. It provides for number sense. 10 different levels that you can work through, and it is interactive, highly engaged. This resource includes 50 download lessons, which were very less. I'm going to give you a quick rundown before I will show a lesson. I was in my class. Level is called Splat. And on the PowerPoint, the dots are shown students with the total in the corner right here. With a click, the Splat appears and covers up the dots. The students are to determine the Splat. And then you can see that there are 5 different levels for this, or different lessons for the level. Level 2 is called Splat through 20. In concept is 1, except they're working with numbers 1 through 20. Again, there are 5 levels. Level 3 is multiple splats, where more than one's here. The splats cover the same number of dots because they are all the same. Level 4 is called Instant Splat, where the dots are not shown beforehand, and instead the splat appears in the question, how many dots could there be? As you can see, there's not a total up here. Level 5 is called Two Color Splat, where 2 different and cover a different. Level 6 is called Two Color Splat, where the splats appear instantly. For sure, there's not a visual here. Each splat is the same. So it's level 6, except for they don't get the dots before. Level 7 is called Two Variable, where it could be something like where splats appear. They would all cover the same value, and then like this yellow one would cover a different value. Level 8 is called Number Splat. Now the dots have values, as you can see, it keeps popping up. Like this dot says 2. One click in the splat will cover up the different views. Level 9 is called Instant Splat. But this different colors can be seen, but that is immediately. Values on the splat can be the dots that are seen. Last level of instant numbers variables. And 2 dots can be seen should be different. So again, these splats show up instantly. We'll work through to fit each splat. I'm going to move to a lesson to show you. So this is all of his lessons can be downloaded as PowerPoints. I chose to start with lesson 3.3 to show you as an example. So this would be level 3, where multiple splats of the same color cover up the same number of dots. So in presentation mode, it looks like this. Okay, so you can just click through each one. On the first slide of every PowerPoint, there are some sample questions that pop up as you click through. After, and then it shows you the total number in the corner, splat, how many shapes are under each splat, how do you know, how else could you know? This provides the opportunity for a different student to share how they solved the problem. Let's look under the splats to see how many shapes there are. This is a feature called a transparency, so the kids can still see the splat, but can also tell how many dots were underneath there. What can we learn from this picture? I really liked that question. This allows for students to work through problems in different ways. It also allows for a great opportunity for students to discuss their strategies and thinking. I think students could easily work at their desks with manipulatives to show representation of each dot. They could rearrange their counters or group them like a splat. Or they could draw representations with a whiteboard or marker on the floor. With this lesson, there are also 7 additional problems the students can work through on the same concept. However, the sample questions do not appear on these slides, as you can see. But as you get more exposure to it, the kids will and you will be able to remember the different questions. I plan to use this resource in my classroom as a bell ringer to start, especially with level 1. As we progress through the levels, I will use this for small group instruction during our stations. I think this resource is a great visual for students working with numbers. As they progress, the skills will get more difficult. The only downside to this resource is that it is available through PowerPoint, and so it would be difficult for students to practice individually and progress through the levels on their own. But small group instruction could allow for this. I love how this resource is interactive and could allow for students to come up to the board to press the splat and click through the questions. I hope you enjoyed this resource. Thanks.